Welcome to a guide to new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Tuesday the 22nd of October and I honestly thought with the Class DLC dropping today, or the Platinum expansion, however you want to look at it, I really didn't think we'd get any mods, but we have got some mods today. Let's start off just over the fence with I placed it and then realised it had blocked out all the light in the yard. This is the Placeable water tower and it is massive, absolutely huge. Once it's placed, let me look at the size of the bolts. That's crazy. It's free water once you have placed it. I'm over the water thing now. Press L3, water's filling up but my money's not going down. This is by Gamerhzs. It's crazy, but the thing about it as well, it's not expensive, which is bizarre. When I saw it in the actual in here to buy, I thought it was going to be tiny. Placeable water tower, 2,000. That's all. 2 slots was all it says it was going to take, and then you get that. So there you go, placeable water tower. It's that official farming term. It's mahoosive, absolutely mahoosive. There you go. That's by Gamerhzs. Wow. Next up, we'll get onto those in a minute. Don't worry, we will get to them. I'll get through these first. We have got the Fast Coupler Forks pack. This is by Fabian and Gogobear. We've got a round bale fork, we've got a bale spike, lizard bale spike, and then we've got a Doofelsdorf bale spike. These come in a pack together. However, be careful. It does say in the Modhub they're for fast coupler attachers, but if you go into the store, they're under baling technology, just here. And it says Flegel Tractor Triangle there. Now sometimes when you've got a mod that requires another mod to operate, it automatically downloads that mod. It didn't with this one. What you will need to download is the Tractor Triangle pack by Gamer8250. So if you download the Tractor Triangle pack, with that you then get the Tractor Triangle that you need, which is this one here. So you need this Tractor Triangle from a different pack to work with this pack. Yeah, they're not expensive, as you can see. I just went over that. Got a strap on there, so that's, I mean, I do like that. That's a nice touch when you've got a bale on there. You can strap the bale on, because these round bale forks can be a bit of a pain sometimes with bales disappearing off them. That said, you can only transport one at a time, and it's a 3-point link mount, so it's not like a front loader where you've got much more movement in it. However, they're neat, they're tidy, they're not too expensive. As I mean, I just dropped back off of there, but they're not too expensive. Like, I think there are 3 slots each for the first one of each of those. 310, 210, 450. It's not very much at all. You will find this fast coupler, again weirdly, I thought, will it be miscellaneous or something like that, that hooks on and hooks over the top. And we can go onto that and raise the whole assembly up. And with this one, the spike can actually be folded away on the Doofelsdorf one. The lizard one doesn't fold away, and the actual round bale one doesn't fold away either. It's just with this one it does, like so. Actually, I will move that up out of the way. So yeah, if you want the actual fast coupler, it's under weights, right on the end there. There we go. So you get these other two here. You've got these couple of weights that are attached with that fast coupler, but you need the Tractor Triangle. So that will make that all work. So if you're wondering why, if you've downloaded it and you want to use it and you can't figure out why it's not working, because you need that triangle. Next up then, we have got the Lemkin Very Opal 8, which is a plough. It's just over the back here. Nice, neat, tidy mod. It's a 3-metre plough. It's not very big. We've got a few 2-metre ones as standard in the game, and then we jump up to a 4.9, I think. This sort of comes somewhere in between those. This is one of the ones that you can flip over, so when you're in the field, you can get to the end of the row, and if you want to do it kind of properly and more realistically, you can flip it over, so the leading edge of your plough is always in the right position. So we can switch it over like so. And obviously you can allow crate fields and stuff with it as well. And then I think, actually I need to check that because what have we got? What turn plough? That there should be a transport position for it. There's the option to turn it. Put it back where it was. And let's see. It should say fold, there we go. So if we fold plough, it'll put it into its transport position, the wheel goes down. And that's good for transporting, so don't damage it, the wheel will bounce on the ground as you go along. So there you go. That's by STv-Modding, that's 5 slots. Let's just put that away, we'll go into the menu. So this is under ploughs. So let's say we've got the Salford, which is only a 2, the Agromash is a 2.5, then we jump up to the Lemkin at a 4.9, so it comes between the two of those. That's 14 grand, that's 59. This one is 25,200. Again, there's that situation where we've got the case ones now, the Neo discs, and then there was that update to the Agrisem Cultiplough, which now means that pretty much every cultivator in game can be used to allow crate fields, so you don't technically have to plough anymore because you get the ploughing state by doing that. So you can, yeah, I mean at the end of the day it's there anyway, the Variable 8. If you're interested in it, you can change the rim colour from red to black like so on the wheel, and that's that. That's the Lemkin Variable 8 by STv-Modding. Very nice. And the last of the mods we're going to look at today is this. I like when we have pickups, and I'll be honest with you, the American style pickups we don't see very much in the UK, although we are getting more Ford Rangers, but we have lots of Toyota ones now. There's a brand new Mercedes pickup, there's all sorts now coming out. I know Volkswagen do a really big pickup as well, and this looks a little bit more like a European type. I know it's still got a massive, and to be honest with you, a 7.3 litre engine. That's pretty big for the UK, I'll be honest with you. Going anywhere up to like 5.2 litre engines is big. So, but these are cool. This is the Skorok 4x4. This is by North Modding Company. It will use 9 slots. There's a few different variations you can have on this. It looks cool. It looks really cool. I like it. Anyway, let's have a look at the options we've got available. You'll find this under cars. We scroll across, it's a little bit pricey, but it's worth every penny, I think. NMC, so it's North Modding Company, Skorok, 75,000 for a standard version, 86 miles an hour. It says 1,000 litre. This is, I'm a little bit puzzled by this. The fuel tank is 120, but I think it's for one of the options. Yeah, 86 miles an hour, that's crazy. So that's what it looks like standard, and it's okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, I guess. We can change the main colour, so we can go for something a little bit more fancy. I don't know. That's not fancy. Let's go with the case red. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad, does it? That's alright. Rim colour, we can have matte black, chrome, that's pretty cool on there. Quite nice. And then there's a whole load of other options we can go through if you want to get it to match whatever vehicles you're using on your farm. But then we've got, on the back, we've got the roll bar. We can have a single style, dual style, or we can have a long bar style, which stretches right out across the back. Then on the back we've got trailer and trailer low. I'll show you those in a minute. That'll attach to both types of trailers, pin hitch and ball hitch. We can have trailer, trailer low and tank in the back. So I think that's what that's for. The 1,000 litre capacity is for the fuel tank on the back. So if you're using this for forestry, you can take it out to refuel your vehicles when you're out in the forest. I think that's the point. And then you can have it fifth wheel, trailer and low attachment. So you can have the fifth wheel attacher in there as well. Various different trailers and bits and bobs. I know we've got the livestock trailer now. It's a fifth wheel attacher on the back as well. Then options for engine setup. We've got it standard at 325 horsepower for the city runner. We can have the workhorse. I like that. It flares the wheel arches a little bit. It takes you up to 425 horsepower. It also gives you a row of lights on that back rollover bar with a couple of hazard lights on there. So this is more of a kind of work vehicle. And you have got a set of running lights across the front of the, or just above the windscreen as well, which is rather cool. That's a nice look. But then you can go up another one and you can have the off-roader. The off-roader gives you a front bull bar as well. it takes the light rig from back on the rear bar and puts it above the windscreen, which is rather nice. And then we've got options on our wheel setup. So you've got the standard kind of Roadrunner road tyres. We can go to 33-inch off-roads, which look, I like that, kind of knobbly, raised up suspension as well, which I like, takes it up. But then we can go for the 33-inch off-road wides. And they are, that's my favourite one, I'll be honest with you, because what I then did look at and went for on the first time was the 37-inch, which gives you another lift. Tyres are a little bit bigger, but I do like the wides, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I suppose they're the same sort of width, they're just much bigger tyres. So yeah, we got a really aggressive, big, high off the ground sort of stance on that. That looks really cool. But then like combinations of whatever, so if you want to take it off the off-roader and put it on the workhorse, I do like the fact you've got the beacons on that as well. And then if you wanted to, with the fuel tank in the back, so there's quite a few different variations on this you can have, and it looks brilliant. I really do like it. There is one small downside. It's only a small thing, and that's a personal opinion, I'll tell you in a second. So this one I went with the 37s, so you've got the front bull bar, the front lights. So this is the off-road version with the long bar on the back, and I've got a fifth wheel attacher just in there. This one I went for the workhorse version with the beacons on there and a fuel tank in the back, and this one I went with the 33 wides. Not a lot of difference in it, there's a slightly different stance to that. I don't know what it is, I don't know why. But what we'll do is jump in, start up. So we've got our lights. And our lights on the front there, pretty bright, very nice indeed. Now our rear trailer hitch, yeah, let's say that water tower's right in the way. It will hitch up to a ball hitch, like that. It will hitch up to a pin hitch, and it will to the fifth wheel attach as well. Like so. And obviously, oh, I didn't say, did I? The horsepower, it goes from 425 horsepower. When you go up to the big engine on the off-roader, I think it's 625? It's something like that, isn't it? I forgot to mention that. If we go down to engine setup, yeah, workhorse, and then up to off-roader, yeah, it takes up to 625 horsepower. That's got a bit of oomph to it, isn't it? So we can have it with the fifth wheel attacher if you want to be transporting bits of machinery out into the woods and that kind of thing. So it's nice, it looks really cool. But the downside you can probably hear. 7.3 litre. I just think it needs a bit more of a throaty kind of, a more rumbly engine to it, you know? But I like the beacons on that one. I do like the workhorse. The lights on like that. And this will go out, well, that's a 70, that's interesting. So that one does 75. And that one does 86, so if you want the full 86 miles an hour, you've got to go for the biggest engine size. Oh, that's interesting, because often once you go up into whatever engine size, it will still do the same top speed, but with the different engine sizes comes a different top speed. There you go. That will do 75, the other one will do 86. Now inside, pretty cool. Nice, neat and tidy. Lights on the dash. There's no indicators, but not even too audible, really. And another thing is the suspension itself. I mean, it rides really high. You get a little bit of flex in it. Not a huge amount, it's quite stiff, I'll be honest. I thought with that amount of sort of lift, you might get a bit of suspension travel for going across bumpy ground and stuff, but not huge. I just love the look of it. I think it's great, and again, it's a different looking vehicle to what we've had before. It looks like an absolute beast. Goes like a rocket. Very nice indeed. So there you go. Those are the mods for today, for October the 22nd. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.